Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Actually, my name is Steven the Jupiterian here, and I know it's been a while since I've posted a video, but actually it's about time I did, and here we are. We have this full moon on September 17th, which I have the time clock, the chart up right now. We're September 17th, 2024 at 7:34 tomorrow night, which is Tuesday, September 17th at 7:34 on the West Coast. And I'm in San Francisco, and the sun is at 25 degrees and 40 minutes. And the moon is at 25 degrees and 40 minutes. And making an opposition, which means there will be a full moon tomorrow. And it's not only a full moon, it's an eclipse, a partial eclipse, because it is very close to the North Node, which is in Aries. And the North Node will be moving into the sign of Pisces in March. No, in February or March, yeah, of 2026. So let's see. I'm going to show you first when this North Node moves into Pisces. January, not March or February, January. I think, how about we go a day and another day, going backwards to January 11th. I was wrong. January 11th, the North Node moves into the sign of Pisces, which brings a new energy from the North Node and the South Node. The Pisces Virgo, or the Virgo Pisces polarity, very spiritual, very analytical, where Aries, this full moon tomorrow, is just the beginning of this. So we're having a full moon in Pisces, and the sun is in Virgo. Let's put this, yeah. So actually, here we are. This is the time clock today, Monday, September 16th at 8:42 p.m., almost 8:43 p.m. that I am doing this video. I wanted to do it as close to this full moon as possible, because it'll be in less than 24 hours from now that we will have this full moon, which will be conjunct Saturn, and which will be in the middle of Saturn and Neptune, and opposing Mercury and the Sun, which is doing that already. But let's move it ahead a day. And well, this will be 5 degrees, but it's still in between Saturn and Neptune. The moon is conjunct Neptune, and it's making a very close conjunction to Saturn, and Mercury is opposing Saturn. Tomorrow. And today. Well, not today. It gets getting closer to it, but yes, by tomorrow we will have the Mercury with almost 15 degrees, Saturn at 15 degrees, going retrograde. Neptune is retrograde, and Mercury is in full speed ahead. We have Venus at the last degrees of Libra. So in its and Venus is very happy in Libra. And that's the only planet that is really absolutely happy at the moment, because Mars is in its fall in the sign of Cancer. Jupiter is also in this fall in the sign of Gemini. There will be a very trine energy from Pluto. See this triangle here? So from Pluto to the Sun and Uranus is making an grand Earth trine. So whatever houses Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus are in your chart, it's going to be very prosperous for you in the material aspects of your life. It's very earthy. It's going to bring a whole lot of tangible, materialistic, even possibly some money issue, and organization, some unexpected, something unexpected with Uranus and in Taurus, which has been since 2018. So this Earth trine will bring some luck, some Earth energy down to you in whatever houses they are. I will be doing a full length video tomorrow, although I'm going to pull, let's see, I have the right cards. All right. So let's see here. I'm going to pull a card for this full moon, which is occurring tomorrow, Tuesday, September 17th. Yeah, actually I was in New York last week, so I didn't have plenty of time to do a video. I'm sorry about that, but I am back and had a nice time. I am back now, and here we go. Ooh, okay, we have we have the Queen of Cups. All right, well, the Queen of Swords. I'm sorry. We have the Queen of Swords here. Let me stop the share so you can see the card. Queen of Swords. It's a very card of communication, mature communication, or it could be some kind of, or a female coming into your life who brings information, a very air influence to you, because swords are air. Could be an Aquarian, a Gemini, or Aquarius, Gemini, or oh my goodness, what is the other? Libra. Hello. Those are air signs. So that's one what we can look forward to. Although actually I think this is mostly going to be, oh, could be Virgo too, because even though it's an earth sign, it is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication. And I'm going to pull two more. We have the Page of Cups, and then we have the King of Swords. So we have the Page of Cups. So maybe there'll be some communications, emotional communication with this full moon happening tomorrow. And then we have the King of Swords. So lots of communication going on here. Yes. Very nice. All righty. With that. So, okay. Sorry about that. I had to stop the recording because Dorothy has something to say. That's right. There's no place like home. And, uh-oh, she's stuck. She doesn't know what to say. This full moon has gotten to Dorothy. And, well, Toto will keep her company. So,
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. There's no place like home.
we're not in Kansas anymore because this full moon eclipse will definitely be changing a whole lot of things in this trajectory. Correct, Dorothy? Yes. So take it from Dorothy. She knows. She's been around. She's been through it. And so has Toto. So, yep. And so this full moon eclipse happening tomorrow night in Pisces is going to change a lot of things for the trajectory of a lot of things going on with this world, in the world. I will share that again with you because the full moon is making a sextile to Uranus and Pluto, making it a kite formation with this grand trine, Earth trine, from Pluto to the Sun, Pluto to Uranus, and the Sun to Uranus, or Uranus to Pluto. And then we have this part of the kite, and then we have this line going through the middle here to this, from the moon to the sun, which makes a kite, which is going to be very beneficial. There'll be some effort that will be needed to take place with the moon in Pisces toward Uranus in Taurus and Pluto in Capricorn. Taking some action, Mars in Cancer, which is making a square to the nodes. Also, which is kind of interesting at the moment with this full moon eclipse, partial eclipse. It's very close to the north node, as I said. And so let's go back an hours when this full moon is actually occurring. Whoops, that's too far. We have Aries on the rise here. So this full moon is happening when and when Aries is on the ascendant at 7:30, around 7:30-ish, right, 25 degrees and 40 minutes. So with Aries, Mars, your ruling planet, is in the fourth house. So there may be some, yes, well,
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
correct. And there's no place like home. Well, Mars may not you may feel like Dorothy when you're not feeling that you're like you're at home with Mars here. She has to follow that yellow brick road. And Toto will help, of course. And so will the rest of the crew with the Scarecrow, the Mind, Mercury, and the Sun in the sign of Virgo. The Scarecrow was the mastermind, or the one who had the level head. The Tin Man, well, he was a little scattered, so I would put him as Uranus in Taurus. And then we had the lion, the Leo the lion. I would put him in Pluto because he transformed, and Pluto is transformation. So there's this Earth trine, which is helping to Chodo and Dorothy. This full moon conjunct Neptune. We're not in the same place we used to be anymore. Yep. So quite interesting. This full moon is in your 12th house, Aries, of foreign place, foreign, yeah, things that are foreign to you. You're not really familiar with anything there. And although that's a ninth house thing, but also this is foreign travel, but this is like things that are foreign to you, or you don't quite get to understand. Where ninth house is understanding, higher learning. The 12th house is a very spiritual house. So spiritual practices are very good at this time for you, Aries, to do things behind the scenes, and your work and your job routine, your health routines is you're planning, maybe planning a health routine here, but these spiritual practices or spiritual awareness that you will be getting during this full moon will be helping you out in health, and also maybe communicating with neighbors, your siblings, or even short distance travels. Aries. Okay, on to the next Taurus. On to Taurus. Move this into hours. Taurus, Taurus rising, suns, moon, and stelliums. This full moon is happening in your 11th house of great gains from your career. You're going to get some, maybe it could be a royalties of some sort from something you've been working on. Saturn is helping you here. Neptune, not so much, but Saturn conjunct, the moon is conjunct Neptune, but they're both in Pisces. Although things that you're doing something creative, or maybe procreating. Maybe you're thinking of getting pregnant if you're of age. Taurus, it's a very good time to do that, and you will get some friendly advice probably from your friends who are supportive of you. Supportive friends are in the 11th house, or an older sibling. And Venus is in your 6th house of work. So your values are right where they need to be. And yeah, I wouldn't worry about neighbors, siblings. That's going to be causing you problems. But Venus here in the 6th, the 5th and 11th house, I would just focus on your be doing something creative, or your children, if you have children, or if you want to make a child. It's a great time for relationships to blossom and to have some fun time with your spouse or whomever. And if you want to get pregnant, it's a good time. Taurus. Next, let's go to Gemini. Gemini. This full moon is happening in your 10th house of your career, your public reputation. You will be scrutinized by Saturn, and you may be a little delusional here with this full moon happening in your 10th house. But actually, we have this full moon. Mercury is in your 4th, so something having to do with your father or your mother is pulling at you at this time. The 4th is having to do with something with your mother. The 10th house is having to do with father figures or mother figures in your life, 4th house. Father figures, 10th house. It doesn't have to be a father specifically. It could be a father figure in your life. And Jupiter is still in your sign. You're bringing optimism to your personality, and Mars in your 2nd house. Well, that's where you can have it in your money, in the money sector, in your your speech, the things that come out of your mouth, like words that come out of your mouth, can be a little bit and emotionally charged at this time. But this trine is happening from your 8th to the 12th to the 4th. So you could be getting some money from foreign shore accounts or foreign, 8th house is inheritance. So something is happening here in your 8th house. Pluto is in your 8th house of debt, insurance, and inheritance. Could be something that you owe, but something needs to be looked at here. Possibly with the home or in the foreign shore, with foreign shores or foreign things that you do not really see on the daily basis. Alrighty. Let's see. Mercury will help you out here too, because your Mercury rules. Mercury is in your 4th house of the mother, your home. You're probably renegotiating or negotiating a move to a new home, or move or refinancing your home. That's what this in Pluto in the 8th house may be refinancing or moving or renovating, doing something with the home for Gemini rising. Next, Cancer. Cancer rising. Well, Mars is in your sign, and the moon in Pisces is in your 9th house, Cancer. So you may be going back to school. Maybe you're want to travel somewhere. Far, long distance travel. Or higher learning, going back to school for higher education. Maybe college education. Or you're just thinking of higher purpose or philosophy of life. And this trine from Pluto, the sun, Pluto, and Uranus is from your 11th, the 7th, and the 3rd. So these are relationship houses. The 7th is your spouse, 11th, friends, allies, friends who are allies, and neighbors. And actually, it could be siblings too, or a younger sibling here who can help you out in some way. Because so relationships are well, friends with maybe friends with benefits. Ooh, hey. All right, Cancer. Have fun with that. And let me know how it goes for my Cancers. Cancer folks. Alrighty, let's go on to next sign, Leo. Leo, well, let's move this a day. So that Pisces moon is still in Pisces. So, okay. We have the full moon in your 8th house of money, of other people's money. Maybe you will get a loan or some kind of information about a loan that is going, well, Saturn will say no about this loan. And this Mercury, you'll be worried, thinking of your finances, most definitely, Leo. With this full moon from your 8th to the 2nd, so it's a money story here. But we have Uranus in the 10th, Pluto in your 6th, and the Sun making a trine to in the 2nd, and Pluto and Neptune is here, I'm sorry, Mercury is here to help you out with this full moon. Although the moon is in Pisces and Jupiter would be helpful here, which is in your 11th house of friends, who are allies who may give you money, friends who could give you money, or help you out in some way, or a group that you're involved with could bring some optimist, much needed optimism in your life from groups you're associated with and affiliated with, or friends and social circles, certain social circles you are in that you can get money from. Like if let's say you're creating something for and a charity likes what you're doing and will buy stuff from you, and they'll sell it for you from their website or something like that. So it's a great thing to do for you. And Venus here will help out with that too. This is the 3rd house is of networks and web design, communication. So, or you may even start your YouTube channel here, which will be helpful to you to get more income through something creative and investing in time and investing in information that you share. So, okay, Leo. Next, we have Virgo. I didn't want to do that. I want to go to Arrow. Next is Virgo. Okay. Oh, Virgo. This full moon is in your 7th house of your spouse, your one-on-one interactions with others, your clients, maybe your one-on-one relations with clients, or anybody. This could be your spouse, could be anything that you do with negotiating with others. And it's opposing your sun. So this is all about you, the sun, and Mercury, which is in your sign. This is all about you, but you have to do some negotiating with somebody. Some other person is probably making some decisions that you need to be discerning about. Saturn will, Saturn will put the brakes on what either on something that if you're working on something with someone else, like a business partner or a spouse, there's going some negotiation going to need to be taking place here. And you can do it because Mercury is in your first house. And the moon in Pisces is ruled by Virgo. So you'll do something in your career sector, the career sector, or you will definitely be seen as someone very optimistic in your reputation, even though Jupiter is in Gemini. Jupiter is very optimistic. It still likes though you will show and share your wisdom with others in your career, and you will be seen as someone maybe who knows what they're talking about with Jupiter in your 10th house. All righty, on to Libra. Libra, well, we have this full moon is occurring in your 6th house of health. Maybe trying a new health routine, or you were thinking of doing some kind of a cleanse, or thinking about your health. Pets could be or pets and something work related, or having to do with dealing with your job and co-workers, and maybe even your your co-workers, people you work with in the field you are in. Yeah, but actually this is more about taking some time to look at something spiritual in your life and making adjustments to them, because you have the south node in your first house, so you're making adjustments to things in your personal life, because this is the full moon eclipse, which is very close to the north node, which is in your 7th house of partners and one-to-one relationships, clients, negotiating with your clients. You may, which will be very beneficial for you, because Venus, your ruling planet, is in your first house, which is a very beneficial thing. The well, it's one of the beneficial planets, and it's also in a planet that it rules, in a sign that Venus rules. And Jupiter, the other benefic, is in your 9th house of book publishing, which is also foreign, maybe traveling to long distance travel, or even going overseas or finding out about other cultures, philosophy of life. you'll be feeling very optimistic here. And this full moon is going to be bringing a light and a big light between the 6th and the 12th house. So something behind the scenes is happening, and having to deal with something that you're not really focusing much on with Neptune here in your 6th house. This full moon is going to bring some illumination to what you're not seeing and what you need to put some structure into your work and actually your health. So I know someone who is taking a doing a cleanse, doing take like eating chai seed, drinking and putting chai seeds in a drink for it, and it's curbing their appetite. They may be feeling a little anxious at work because they don't have the um control they would want. Saturn is controlling everything, and Neptune is making it seem like it's not that big a deal, but it is. Saturn will be showing you, well, this moon will be illuminating these issues with Saturn and Neptune in your 6th house. All right, on to Scorpio. Scorpio sun, moon, and rising. Well, something in your 5th house. The full moon is in your 5th house. Moon in Pisces. Some creative project or children having to do something that you're not seeing or that needs structure with your children, that you need to take some do some emotional soul searching to how to deal with your children. um, and your friends may give you advice. The Sun and Mercury here in your 11th house, because it's the 11th house is your friends, allies, and great. You will gain something from this with Mercury here. Friends may give you some advice that you were looking for in some capacity. It's not a great time to go overseas or travel. I wouldn't even start to taking higher, going to college. Mars and Cancer will bring some ill-fated, unwanted actions coming to you. It won't end well if you decide to go to back to school or go to college or pursue some long distance travel. It won't be good. Mars in Cancer is not a great thing to have in your 9th house at this time. But creativity, children, having to dealing with children, your friends, and Mars is your ruling planet. So if you're thinking of, you could be writing a book. I would write a book. I would get something published. Take the initiative to write the book. I wouldn't go overseas or start a class this time, I would write a book. Write down the feelings, the thoughts, all those. Mars is going to bring up a lot of emotional things in here. So write them down. And believe me, things that you'll write down, Scorpio, at this time. Well, yeah. And through this year, because Mars is going to be in Cancer for a while. And I showed you that in my Mars in Cancer video a couple weeks ago. That'll be in Cancer till 2025. And then, because it'll go into Leo, and then it'll go retrograde. And then, yeah, it won't get out until 2025. You can watch that video, my Mars and Cancer video, on more of that. So, yeah. And let's see. I think that's all I got for you, Scorpio. On to Sagittarius. Well, Sagittarius. Jupiter is your ruling planet. It's in your seventh house of your spouse, your clients, negotiating with your clients, and things like that. Not matter for that matter. Actually, Mars is interesting in my eighth house. I'm one of you. I will tell you what's been going on in my life for us. This Sagittarius rising and this moon in Pisces is exact. Well, it's not. Is conjunct my natal Venus in the fourth house. And it's opposed. Well, I have Venus at 20 degrees, but this is close enough that it's opposed to my Venus. And Venus in my 11th house of friends and allies and social groups. Well, in the south node is there, but it's a good thing to be doing creative work. Pluto in the second house of speech, their voice, finding your voice. Pluto is retrograde back into Capricorn, which is the voice and money and your career, something with your career, recognition, and your something about work, your job. So it's a great time to look for a job, fill out those applications, get your name out there. And good luck to you, Sagittarius. It's a great time to be seen, and you will be recognized for the work that you've put into with this energy at this time. Alrighty, what else do I want to say? Oh, well, something in your home and something with your career. This full moon is your fourth and 10th house of your home and career. Well, I would just write those, put out those applications. Yes. Sell yourself out there, show who you are, and as a professional, be very detailed in those resumes and applications you fill out, Sagittarius. And there's something going on with the home that you need to focus on. You need to keep in mind that you're not really focused on much here. Neptune is in your fourth house too. So you got to be careful of something in the home that you're not paying attention to. Neptune is something that something's maybe eluding you, or you may be delusional about something in the home. But Saturn is going to help bring the structure you need, because the moon is right wedged between these two, and it'll bring light to what you are not seeing and what you need to be doing in the home. And you can balance this out with your career, and you will do a damn good job, Sagittarius. You're very good at speaking and getting your point across, being truthful and honest. So that's what you got to do. And there you go, Sagittarius. I wish you all the best of luck, and myself. All right, on to our Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Stellium, and Rising. Well, Capricorn, Saturn is your ruling planet. It is in your third house of your siblings, short distance travel. Capricorn, maybe you're too focused on something in your ninth house, long distance travel, philosophy of life. Maybe you're wondering about things about your life right now. It's about time, Capricorn. Some Capricorns I know need to do this at this time. Things will change in you when you will find your purpose, what you want to do. It's a great time to find purpose in your life. And something in your neighborhood and your siblings, aunts, uncles, and cousins will bring some illumination your way, something you're not seeing, and bring structure into your neighborhood. Let's see. So this trine is from your first house of you, Pluto. So you're transforming yourself, Capricorn, since 2008. Pluto is back in your sign until November. Uranus is in your fifth house of children. Creativity, something unusual happening in your house of creativity and your home and your children. Maybe you're becoming an empty nester like my younger brother. And the sun is in the ninth house here. Doing something new, maybe taking going to thinking of spirituality, not philosophy, something of higher purpose in your life. You're letting go of something in your career. Maybe you're selling your business. Some of you Capricorns may be selling a business or have sold a business and thinking of what's the next step to do. We have Venus in your 10th house here, which will help alleviate some of that, that you've released. And this full moon will help guide you in the right direction if you're open to spiritual and higher realms of information that come to you down like that just come to you intuitively. It's a good time to be intuitive. Everybody at this time, to get ready for next year, January, when the North Node moves into Pisces. So, yes. All right. Next, I think that's all I have for you. Jupiter is in your 6th house of pets, work, and your work environment, your co-workers. So yes, also, and all right, on to Aquarius. Well, this trine. Well, actually, this full moon is in your 2nd house of finances, and the sun is in your 8th house. So this is a money story for you, Aquarius. Maybe you are going to be getting some money from foreign shores. Pluto in the 12th will transform something in your 12th house of foreign shores, and something unexpected, which also is Uranus in your 4th house. So something unexpected in the home could occur. And in your the sun in your 8th house. So it's interesting. Home, debts, and inheritance, some kind of money that or royalty you're getting, chunky money. Because the 8th house is money. And this full moon is illuminating something you may not be fully aware of. With Neptune here has the fog is hanging over you, or something is, or you're wearing those rose-colored glasses that are keeping you from seeing something that you need to be seeing in your money situation or your finances. Saturn will help structure that. So you may have a book publishing things. Venus is in your 9th house of book publishing. Maybe you'll get some information here about a book or from your editor or from a book publisher. It's that may ask you to write. They want you to write that book, and it'll be good for you. It'll be excellent for you to do that. Mars is in your work sector, your job, the things and your health, and your pets. So you'll take the initiative And that's pretty much about it for you, Aquarius, I think. Let me know how it goes for you. And finally, and never least, Pisces. Well, this full moon is in the sign of you. Your personality, you are being in the shown in the spotlight. The sun is opposed to the moon, to you. So you are, the spotlight is on you with this opposition. And Mercury, some, your spouse may be talking to you or trying to get you to understand something, and with and send with plenty of detail, plenty of detailed instructions. That's pointing. This needs to be addressed. And we have this Earth trine from your let's start with the 7th house to the 11th and the 3rd. So this is a relation to your relationships, your friends, with and allies in social groups, and your neighborhood, and siblings, neighbors too, aunts, uncles, and cousins, and social networking. So Pisces, it's a great time to social network with your partner and negotiate with your start a business passively, and you will get something. Pluto is going to help you transform this a great gain that you are, or great idea that you have, and wishes will come true for you, Pisces. Listen to advice, get advice from others, not all advice from, just seek people who are wanting to help you. Don't get rich quick schemes are not what I advise for anybody, especially for Pisces. They get rich quick schemes are never beneficial. So yes, because actually this beneficial is 11th house. Pluto will transform something in your 11th house, but bringing you benefits to and from an ally or your spouse, your business partner, or any partner, for that matter, business or spousal partners. And actually it'll help you in your neighborhood. Your neighbors may help to time to get to know your neighbors with this trine. And the sun and moon, with this full moon, will be bringing that into, well, putting the spotlight on that. So with that, thank you for watching. My name is Stephen the Jupiterian. Hit that thumbs up button if you got this far through the video. And subscribe if you're new here. Subscribe if you want to see, if you like this type of content, please subscribe to my channel, and you will hit that notification bell to get notified when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. My name is Stephen the Jupiterian. take it easy and have a wonderful full moon. And this is going to change the whole trajectory for 2025. Thank you. Bye.